Good morning, everyone. As you can see, I'm outside, or I was outside, but unfortunately today the weather here in the Florida Panhandle is cold, rainy, and shitty, so I am now in my car. Nevertheless, I want to make this video in a response to one that was done the other day, which I will leave a link to in the description, by none other than Lily of the Valley, aka Jolly. Jolly, who claims that he never thinks about my cohorts and I, but he thought about us enough to make a stupid video yesterday. Yeah. And he also claims, which is even funnier, that he's been inactive on Discord for a long time, but yet he has an alt, or he had an alt in Copper server called Rusty Robot. Yeah, you think we didn't know about that, Jolly? Yeah, you're not fooling anybody, bud. Sorry. So, nonetheless, in spite of these bogus claims from Jolly, I feel like you're owed an explanation, at least from my end, because you and I, we were brothers at one point. And I remember reading in your one description about how Turbo's lies cost you dearly, about the friend that you had on the internet that you considered family. And, it broke your heart when I supposedly believed Turbo's lies. And then you sent me a message saying that you were highly disappointed in me. Never even gave me a chance to respond to it. So, since you're back making videos again and tagging me in them, I'm going to go ahead and do my response here. What Turbo revealed was just the tip of the iceberg. That is what broke the camel's back. But ultimately, the breaking point between you and I started even sooner than that. Back in late 2023, when you were involved in Discord drama with Dave and Baca and Madamitis, I told everyone to leave me out of the Discord drama. And Dave and Baca and Maddie, they all agreed. You, on the other hand, did not respect that wish. Every single day, you were blowing up my DMs, saying all kinds of crazy-ass, heinous shit. And I'm not just talking about venting. I'm talking about you're wanting people to die, people to break into their house and kill their families, wishing stage 5 cancer on Bimbo's mother. Yeah, you remember that? I mean, I know you hate these people, dude, but come on. Have some fucking dignity. Have some class. I mean, hell, I haven't even said those things to my worst enemies. And currently, I have none. But you were basically blowing up my DMs every day. And see, the thing of it is, in late 2023, I was getting ready for my fiance to move in with me and for her and I to start our life together, which it's been going great, and we're getting married later this year. And also, I was very busy with my job, so I was also focused on work. The last thing that I had time for was some petty-ass Discord drama between people who I was, tight with. I didn't have beef with anybody. But I kept getting these fucked up messages telling me, oh, you should ban. And you know what? When they told me to ban you from my server, I didn't do it. I told them to back off. I defended you. I defended you a lot, more than you realize. Because you know the accusations that you had against you. And I was always defending you. Because I didn't think they were true. Then, after you get blacklisted from just about every server, I give you safe haven in my server. And what do? You go on these rampages, posting the same shit. Oh, I want this person to die. I want this person to get raped. I want this person's mother to get cancer. I hope this person gets doxxed and their head cut off and all this other shit. And then the DMs start from other people. I get people DMing me, oh, did you see what Jolly wrote? Did you see what Jolly said in your server? You need to ban him right away because that kind of stuff could get your server taken down. And luckily for me, none of the people in my server were a bunch of butthurt soft snowflakes and reported me. See, I only keep a close circle. And I only keep people who are loyal in my circle, who wouldn't do something like that, who wouldn't double cross me. Unfortunately, in your case, it's happened before. You were constantly dragging me into the Discord drama after I respectfully, multiple times, asked you not to do it. So that was the beginning of the end right there. And then Turbo came into the picture. And he revealed things. He didn't just say these things in hopes that everyone would follow him. No, he provided tangible evidence. And what you showed the Mine Engine, who is a miner, you know, yeah, he could have lied about his age on Discord. Yeah, the settings could have not been set right for him to go into the 18 plus channel. Sure. But you know what's crazy is, to this day, you take no accountability on any of this shit. You just keep pointing the finger and playing the victim. You know, you would have gotten a lot more respect if you had just manned up. Things could have gone a lot differently, I'm sure, if you had just confessed. Listen, I fucked up, but no, you want to blame it on a Crantum addiction. You want to blame it on being drunk. Well, guess what? You know, life is hard for everyone. But you don't have to pick up a controlled substance to cope. There's a lot of other ways. You know, I was always there for you. My DMs were always open if you needed to talk about stuff, serious stuff, and we did talk about a lot of serious stuff. But you constantly blowing it up every day with this Discord drama and wanting this person dead and wanting that person dead, man, that kind of negativity is exhausting for anybody. Even yourself. And I really hope that since we've last spoken, you've gotten your life together. I really do. And I hope that someday you man up and instead of blaming it on controlled substances or this, that, or the other, you actually man up and you take responsibility for your actions. What Turbo did was not a lie. He presented actual, visible, tangible evidence against you. And also, for the record too, since you want to deny it, Grand Ginger Baby, aka Elusive Man, is Kyle Skinner. I know this because when he was going through being accused of what he was accused of by his own daughter, a lot of us didn't know that he was guilty yet. And we were there for him, and he told me himself that that was his name. And yes, that was his mugshot on a real government site. So yeah, you can stop defending him as well. And you claim you're not into, you're against all this kind of shit, but you know what? That you're accused of? But here recently, you allowed GGK back into your server. One of your servers anyway. And you know what he did? Asking Cyanavilius for CP. And you let him back in your server. See, that's the difference between you and us. Someone goes that route. Oh, it's not true. I'm sure it's just a misunderstanding. Come back into my server. But us, we don't play that game. We blacklist them immediately. Not saying that's what you are, but it doesn't look good when you do shit like that. But hey, man, you run your server the way you want to run it. You run your life the way you want to run it. But that, Jolly, is what I think about whenever you do pop into my mind. Because, yeah, like I said, at one point, you and I were really close. We were like brothers, and, yeah, you don't just forget people like that. Sometimes they do pop into your mind. And since you thought about me enough to make a video, even though you claimed you don't think about us, even though you created an alt for Copper Server, and I'm pretty sure you'll create another one in there again, even though you claim you don't use Discord anymore. At least now you know. Do with this information what you will. Ciao.